The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Ablesys webinar. Ron here, and we'll go over the different trades and charts and best way to use the software. Of course, we always use the guidance chart, which is the two time frames combined into the one chart. So it filters out a lot of false signals and we get so many less losing trades, and it kind of alerts us of a sideways choppy market before it happens, not after the fact, after you've gotten chopped up. And here's a good example of, like, this is FedEx. This is a daily, weekly chart full of longer term trading. It's great for options or just longer term trading, daily, weekly charts. This is a combination daily, weekly. And with just looking back on the chart, we had a really nice sell signal right up here. Well, no, actually, it isn't. No, sorry about that. This blue dot here negates this sell signal on the daily chart, because the bigger dots are the weekly, the smaller dots are the daily. These smaller dots here are the daily dots. Clearly, they're red, which means there's resistance above the chart, means you're in a downtrend. But because you got this big blue dot here, these dots only come in once a week. That means there's still support there. And this is a no trade zone for 1 week. Finally, a week goes by, okay, and then we get a red dot. Red bar, red dot. It's the first red bar, red dot, red dot. So the point is, right here, you've got 4 indicators agreeing it's going to go lower. You've got a red bar, red means down, blue means up. They're opposites in Abletrend. Green just means sideways. You have a red bar, you've got a red small dot, you've got a red big dot, and you've even got a red arrow. 4 indicators and 2 time frames are all agreeing it's going to go lower. Wow, that's a lot of odds in your favor. Really stacked to the downside. And as it turns out, yeah, this thing really dropped quite a bit too. It went way down. Until we finally get out. Now you say, how do I get out? There's 3 ways to get out. Either get out on a blue bar with a blue dot, which is right here, or we get stopped out, which we would have been stopped out here, because the stop losses go on the second higher row of red dots. When the red dot is right above, we always put it at the next higher, the previous higher red dot. Red dots only go down, small blue dots only go up. So remember that. Red dots only go down, and it's resistance. It's like there's a roadblock there. It's telling us there's a wall, an invisible wall that's not going to let the price go higher, which is good when we're short or we're in puts, because we want it to go lower. Another strategy that we've kind of introduced a few weeks ago is 3 green bars in a row. 3 greens in a row is trends get a little tired. What we do that way is we prevent a lot of give back that way. There's always going to be some give back, because nobody in the world can pick tops or bottoms. But 3 green bars in a row, well, certainly if you're trading multiple contracts, you want to take a little something off at that point, because there's a good chance that the trend is really slowing down. Classic, perfect, no trade zone here. By the way, it's the same colors and dots and rules if we're looking at a British pound chart, or we're looking at a 1 minute, 3 minute NASDAQ, mini NASDAQ chart, or a Russell chart, or anything else in the world. It's always the same colors and dots and rules. So I just want you to know what to recognize on your chart, so this way when you see that, you know not to trade, or you know exactly where to buy, exactly where to sell, and exactly where to put your stop loss, and the no trade zones. Now, a lot of people would make a mistake, as I would too if I didn't know. If you see this blue bar, blue dot right here, like if you're looking at this live at that time, by the way, the bars never ever change once the bar closes. That's why we just simply wait for the bar to close, because we know it's then final. So if you're looking at this day, you go, "Ooh, look at this, a blue bar." This was back a month ago. You say, "Ooh, blue bar, blue dot, oh, I can buy FedEx now." No, you've got the red dot above. Remember, these dots are good for 1 week in the future. So, they come in on Monday. So if you've got a red dot there, that's still a no trade zone. Not touching it. You gotta wait until we want triple confirmation, meaning we want blue bar, blue dot, and a big blue dot. And you can use an X. Some people use, instead of big blue dots, they use X's. Perfectly fine. The point is, you have to have 3 triple confirmation before we make a trade. You have to have a blue bar, a blue small dot, meaning there's support under the price, and you need a big blue dot, meaning the weekly chart agrees. So you got weekly chart, daily chart, everything is blue. It's got to be triple confirmation or it's no trade. Simple as that. Right here, we're going to go short or buy puts. This was just actually 2 weeks ago. Red bar, small red dot. Got the big red dot here a couple days ago. Remember, that's good for a week when that comes in. And you even have the arrow. You don't have to. That's a fourth additional indicator called trend sig that we just add to the chart just for some, an extra boost, just for stacking the odds even more in your favor. So now you've got quadruple confirmation. You only need triple because it turns out you got 4 indicators and 2 different time frames all screaming at us. This is going lower. Where do you put your stop loss? On the top of the red bar. Doesn't matter how far it is from that small red dot, because normally we want to get in when it's closer. Just put your stop loss on the top of that red bar. You're still in the trade today, and in fact, after hours today, I just happened to hear it was down 6% more. You're really hitting a super home run on this one, because anybody taking this able trend signal, which was here for you, me, and everyone else who's got the software, would have shorted it at 215 or bought puts at 215, close at 185. That's 30 points right there, and I believe it's down another 10 or so after hours. That's a 40-point winner in 2 weeks. That's a lot of money. Able trend gave us a nice signal there. To change the symbol, let's say I want to go to X, US Steel. All I did was type X on my keyboard. That's all I did. I didn't touch anything. I didn't click anything. I just started typing on the keyboard. This box popped up. I just typed the letter X. The box pops up. You click one frame. That's all you have to do. Just click one frame. You're in to go. Scott asking, the third green bar rule, is that the third bar to open? No, there has to be the third closed bar, because we always make decisions on closed bars. Merry Christmas to you, Tom. Thank you, sir. Could you show Euro 6E? I cannot, actually, Alan. Don't have enough time, and I have these other charts already set up to show everybody, and that's just a market that really isn't traded that often. I've got a couple other clients ask for these other charts, so I'm going to show those. But it's the same colors and dots, same rules, nothing changes. Obvious no trade zone here. Red dots above, blue dots below. The software's telling us it's too risky. Don't take that trade. It's going to go sideways. That's exactly what happened. Now, really, really beautiful triple confirmation sell signal here. Look at this signal right here. A month ago, anybody having the software that trades options on stocks or indices, you've got a red bar, you've got the small red dot, you've got the big red dot. Oh, there's our triple confirmation. In fact, you even got the arrow back here, which is still in play. But you got the triple confirmation. Now we need stop loss goes on the top of the red bar, almost gets hit, does not. So we're short from 26, still in the trade today, or bought puts at 26, got 20 today, 19 and change. Nice trade right there. A lot of money on these charts. Just have to have the discipline to take the trades and follow the rules. That's sometimes the hardest part, because that's the mental part of it. Totally understand that. Okay, let's take a look at crude right here. Really good day. Another good day on crude today. Perfect. Obvious no trade zone here. Perfect triple confirmation sell, a buy signal there. Blue bar, blue big dot, meaning this is a 3-minute, 1-minute chart. This is for intraday day trading crude oil futures. The software works exactly the same no matter what you trade. It could be futures, it could be stocks, it could be Forex. Doesn't matter to Able Trend. Same accuracy for everything. That's what makes it so helpful. Bottom of the blue bars where you put your stop loss. And you always do that. You always put your stop loss on the bottom of the first blue bar. It's going to be the first blue bar with the blue dot. Those are your best trades. Some people say, well, what's the safest trade, or what's the most profitable trades? The first blue bar with the blue at the close of that blue bar, or the open of the next bar, is where we're going to go get long. And you put your stop loss on the bottom of that first blue bar. The same way over here is the first red bar. You get the red dot in the middle, triple confirmation. No, actually, it's just quadruple. Put your stop loss on the top of the red bar. That's all you had to do. Really tight stop loss. It was like 2 cents away. I mean, hardly any money at risk. Wow, is that a killer. Beautiful trade. Here's your third green bar. You got that kind of profit, man, I'm jumping right out on that third green bar. Whichever comes first, the 3 green bars. And you can stay in the trade on the 3 green bars. You got to take something off. If you trade in one lot, just take it off. Because that right there, you're looking at a lot of money right there. I mean, you're looking at 90 cents. That's $900 Abletrend gave everybody here in 20 minutes. Just trading one lot. Just one contract. And we got clients who trade a lot more than that. But just, we keep it very low risk, conservative. Just start off slow for sure. Keep it very, very conservative as possible. That's a $900 winner right there in 20 minutes. Getting back to this trade here, there's your third green bar. Up, we break even on it. And made a couple cents. I'll just call it a break even. However, say, what do I do now? We'll get back in on the next sweet spot. The sweet spot is when you have a blue bar under 12 cents. We use that as a guide for crude oil. We use 12 points for NQ. We use 4 points for ES. But here's the key. It goes from green to blue. That's a sweet spot. Because the closer you can enter your trade to the small blue dot, the lower your risk. Stop loss is right there. Previous lower small blue dot is your stop loss. We put it on the bottom of the blue bar when it's the first blue bar because that's the lowest risk. We're getting in at the beginning of the trend. But, I mean, you got yourself a nice little sweet spot right there. And if you missed that, or you weren't watching or whatever, got a couple more right here. These are all valid Abletrend trades. Right after that, home run right there. Boom, up and away it goes. Here's your third green bar. I only pick up a quick 25 cents. It's $250. Actually 30, but I always actually knock the winners down. The 25 cents is a nice little trade right there. That works. No trade zone here. This was tough to get in because it was just the prices were too far from the dots. And you can't get in here because of this blue bar here. This blue bar is good for 3 bars into the future. It's a 3-minute guidance chart, 1 minute price bars, 3-to-1 ratio. You've got to wait 4 bars before, and make sure another red dot to hit was where the red dot comes in. Because that was just way too far. We had too much money at risk. We just let that go. Turns out the indicator was correct, but our logic or our low risk strategy, we kept us out of that trade because it was just too far from the dots. Obvious no trade zone there. And this one was a killer trade, as you could see. That's a $900 winner in 20 minutes per one contract. And you got yourself just a perfect triple confirmation sweet spot right there. I mean, that red bar is almost touching the red dot. That's a super low risk trade with a great risk reward ratio in our favor. Because we're right near the red dot. Stop loss just going a little bit above that, so we don't have a lot of money at risk. Down and away it went again. Here's your third green bar. Looking at another 35 cents, another $350 in 12 minutes. Good stuff. And then it kind of was sideways the rest of the day. A couple winners, couple small losers, couple small winners. There's always going to be losing trades. I'll guarantee you that for sure. That's a guarantee. No perfect system. First trade here of the day is a couple minutes, 10 minutes after the open. You've got a triple confirmation buy signal, and we're going to put our stop loss on the bottom of that blue bar. Here's your third green bar. It's about a break-even trade. No trade zone. No trade zone. Beautiful sell signal here. Triple confirmation, quadruple confirmation. 4 indicators. Red bar, red dot, red small dot, red arrow. And the ES has been less volatile than the NQ. We love volatility, but the NQ has been crazy. And the NQ chart basically looks the same as the ES. But if you want a little slightly tamer chart, ES. However, NQ, perfectly fine if you can handle the volatility. Some people just say they can't. And that's fine. Doesn't matter. Signals are still just the same and just as accurate. That one worked out really nice because your third green bar was right there. And you pick up a nice quick 4 points is $200 in 7 minutes. Sweet spots here, but would have been stopped out. Got to be fair about it. I'm going to lose point on that trade because there's the next higher red dot. This red dot's slightly higher than these red dots. So your stop loss always goes at the second higher small red dots. It would have been stopped out there. However, any one of these sweet spots to get back in on it, very low risk. Your stop loss is only about 2.5 points away, so we don't have a lot of money at risk. Red bar, red dot, red arrow, red big dot. Again, 4 indicators on 2 different time frames are screaming at us to get short. The odds are greatly stacked in our favor. Gotta take it. There's your third green bar. Pick up another. Well, that's a good 4 points there. Let's call it 3. It's $150 in 15 minutes per contract. Obviously, nothing going on there. A bunch of green bars, which just means sideways. Pops up, but not going to get in on the green bar, so we just have to let that one go. No trade zone. You can definitely get in over here. We're going to lose 2 points on that trade because we would have been stopped out. Stop loss goes on the bottom of the first blue bar. Bottom of the first blue bar, we're stopped out. However, this thing really went down, so good thing we lost 2 points because eventually it went down about 20 points. However, no trade here, but we've got a beautiful triple confirmation sweet spot there. Oh, not sweet spot, but triple confirmation trade right there. And that one went down very nicely. If you missed it, it looks like you had another chance right in here. And if it hits the bands, absolutely take some profit because that's a very, very oversold condition, when you're at the low point for that price. You're at the low price for that point in time. So that was a really nice move here. From here to here, that thing dropped like a good 5 points, actually 6, but I always call it a little less. So that's a nice little 5-point trade. Nothing but red bars. If you have solid red bars, don't even think about getting out. Especially as strong as the downtrend's been. Oh my, the downtrends have been 10 times stronger and more profitable than the buy signals. The sell signals, because of this very strong downtrend in place, is like hardly no sellers out there. No buyers. Everybody's selling. All the rallies, when it goes up a little bit, very shortly after the sellers come flying into the market and knock down every single rally. So there's very, very strong bias to the downtrend. Super strong. S&P was up 25, 30 points earlier. It was even for the day. Every afternoon, just seems like the market sells off. And fast, quick, and powerful. We'll see tomorrow. Be careful. I wouldn't be in the market. Any kind of intraday trading. 2 o'clock Eastern is the big Fed meeting on the interest rates. So you could expect some major fireworks. 2 o'clock tomorrow Eastern, which is 11 Pacific, with the big Fed announcement. It's going to be crazy. This is a losing trade because that's triple confirmation. And when I say triple confirmation, I mean vertically. We're going to put our stop loss at the top of the red bar. We'd have been stopped out right there. 2 point, let's even call it 3 point loss. It's 2. We'll call it 3 point loss. However, you can re-enter there, here. These are all valid able trend sweet spots entries. Down away it went, and boy, did it go down quick. And then there's your third green bar in a row right there. So what you lost 3 points on the trade before, we're going to get it right back on the next trend. And there's plenty of trends. No trade zone, but there's a lows. I remember watching this one live with a client, and this was really, this was just like a perfect setup right there. You could see it wanted to go higher, finally broke. It seems like when it goes up, it's like you're running uphill. It's just so hard to go up the market these days. When it goes down, it's like running downhill. Zoom, it just flies down 2-3 times as fast and as far as it's been going up. But that changes. Up and away it goes. There's your third green bar. So that last hour of the day has been great to trade, and that was a nice little trade. That was 6 points profit. That's $300 in 10 minutes toward the end of the day. Good stuff. Emily, if I get a trial end of year special be pricing at the end of the trial, yes, it will. 1 trial per client is the way they do it. That's 1 trial per family. But we do allow multiples, but after two, it's either buy or you, you just have to make a decision from there. Josie, do you ever run a trailing stop trigger with the system? No need to. We find that on pullbacks, especially in volatile markets like now, you get stopped out too early. You can do that if you like, but we wouldn't suggest it because you'll get stopped out too early. It won't be as profitable, but again, that's up to you. One last one for Raphael. March Euro. Don't even know if I've got that data feed, Raphael, but I'll try it for you. Let me try. And I'm assuming you want daily, weekly. Let's try this. I'm not sure of the symbol because it's not a popular market. Normally I ever asked to put that chart up. But look, okay, we've got a no trade zone, right? You got a buy signal coming in on the daily chart, but obviously no trade because of all these red dots here for months now. The weekly chart is still in a downtrend. So not yet, Raphael. We wait till next week, and if there's no red dot there, and if you have the big blue dot underneath, meaning a blue bar, a blue small dot, and a blue big dot, then it would be a buy signal. Right now, it's just got to be patient. Software's telling us the market, there's no trend in place. It's just going to be sideways and choppy. So the best way to avoid a choppy market, stay out. One last one, Alan. You're welcome. One last one, Alan. Ron, would you say the total profit would be for ES and CL? I didn't add it up, Alan. As you could see, I went through the charts there. I pointed out every single trade. I pointed out no trade zones, where to buy, where to sell. But as you can see, best guess, I mean, a couple of $1,000 would be at least minimum as we went through those charts, as you could see. All right, thanks for being here, everyone. I hope I was helpful, and anything I can do for you, just let me know, because I'll be here. Have a good night.